Hey everybody, welcome to my car shop. Let's give you an update on what's been happening here in the shop. Stay tuned.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Cars Shop.
Okay, so not a lot has been happening, but we're going to share a few things here. The first thing is I'm overwhelmed with the number of you who have been emailing and texting and checking with me on how I'm doing. I'm doing too well. That's part of the problem here. I'm in that real crucial stage right now where if I don't stay off my feet for just a little bit longer, I'm going to end up putting myself back down again. But I'm really doing well and still in a little bit of pain, but I'm really close to being able to come back out here and really tear into some projects. So I'm excited about that, and I appreciate that. Like I said, the response, the questions, everybody checking in has been just overwhelming, and yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. So let's touch base here on what's been going on. A couple things to share with you. I have been out here doing a few things, and nothing real exciting, but you've asked, and I like to try to keep in contact with you guys. So here's what's been going on. Okay, so one thing that's been happening here is we got the threads fixed on the camshaft. In shipping, this cam had gotten dropped, and so I had gotten the thread file here and done some work on filing the threads, getting things straightened out, and then ran a die over it to get those straightened out, and they're working well now. So I'm really happy about that. The nut threads on beautifully and simply. We can Loctite that on there now to hold that cam gear on, and everything's going to be good. So the next step here now is to get this camshaft taken up to the machine shop and just get it polished a little bit. You can see the old cam back here, and I probably showed you this before, but you can see there's just a lot of really pitted rust here, and I was not comfortable using that if I didn't have to. I was able to purchase a very low mileage cam. The cam profile is much nicer. It's got a little surface rust. I mean, the cam is 80 years old, so just want to get it polished up. If they can't do it for some reason, I can do it myself here, but I'd rather get it machine polished and just get this thing looking like brand new again. So that's going to be happening soon. Okay, other things that are going on. Tomorrow, my replacement for my spot weld drilling tool should be here, and I'm really hoping that I will be tearing into the trunk here on the Challenger and getting some of this sheet metal out of the way to start getting ready to put new frame rails in the back of this car. I'm really excited about that. I've really been chomping at the bit to start making these parts. As you remember, I'm going to make them all by hand, and that's fun for me. So this driver's side frame rail is obviously the worst, and I want to get the sheet metal cut back out of the way so I can see what I'm really dealing with and start by making this piece of the frame first. There's obviously a bunch more to do on that, and then my buddy Dave that I bought the car from, he's going to come out and we're going to get that motor pulled out of here, so that should be happening hopefully in the next couple of weeks too. He's willing as soon as I'm ready and able. I've also made the executive decision that I'm going to be putting the 68 up in the other garage right now where the 73 is. What I want to do is have the Challenger, the 47, and the 74 and the Oakland in here this winter. I love having the 68 in here because I love looking at it, but I realized that we got those quarter panels started on the 74 this summer, and I really want to get that part of that project finished up and get that done. So that's a project that I can do between other things here as well. So decided that the work that I need to do on the 68 isn't that critical right now. I want to be focusing on fabricating this winter, and so anyway, that car's going to be going out of here. I've also started a little bit of putzing around on the grill on the 47. Nothing that is really worth putting on video at this point, but there will be a video coming. And then also Matt and I looked the car over, and he's going to come out and we're going to touch up a couple spots on the body and also get that car wheeled out. So that will be happening also on an episode coming here soon. We haven't set a date on it yet. He's got a couple big projects he's working to get finished up, but once that's done, he's going to get out here hopefully before the end of the year and get this car wheeled out and work on touching up a couple spots on some flaws there on the quarter panels. Back to the Oakland once again. said we're going to be putting that engine together as soon as I get that cam polished and that generator fixed or gone through. I've said that many times. I'm sure you're sick of hearing that. I keep talking about what I'm going to be doing, and lately not been doing much, and you know the reasons behind that. But something else I just wanted to mention, working out of a 100-year-old barn, as you've heard in the intro to this show so many times, presents some unique challenges. One of the things that we have to deal with here in the wintertime is mice. We have a lot of problems with mice coming in, and if you're out here quietly, you can sometimes see them running around the shop. I think I mentioned that on an episode. So I've got glue traps in these cars. I've caught about 6 or 8 of them. I caught about 4 little ones in the Oakland and 2 or 3 little ones in the Dart over there. And the cars that have the interiors in them, I'm very diligent about that to make sure that those mice not only don't make a mess in there, they don't chew things up, but also the smell when they get in there. You can't get that smell out of those cars. So all the cars that have interiors in them, I make sure they have glue traps in them, as well as some mothballs and also some Irish Spring soap. I do everything I can to keep those out of there. We've got some other big mouse traps, big bucket traps that we're going to be making soon to put out here as well to just cut down the population. But it's an interesting thing in the northern country, particularly in a building like this, how those little animals will just get in there and just make such a mess of everything. So it's a constant battle, but it's part of the old car hobby, and obviously we know how to deal with it. The only other thing that's going to be happening out here in the near future, I've got to get over to John's yet. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to and help him get that quarter panel lined up on that 66 Belvedere. We probably won't get any episode work done on that. But I am going to try to get the fender back here that I told him I'd fix for him. And we'll have an episode on taking those 2 front fenders and patching them together and making one good fender. That's going to be a fun little thing. I'm trying to figure out things that I can do out here that I can still be sitting down. That's something I can do sitting on a workbench or sitting on a stool and working at one of my fender stands. Being able to patch that together and get that back to him so that we can get that fender on that car. I know he's had the motor put in it already. I think he's taking it back out again either today or tomorrow or Friday. I think he's planning to take that car up and get the engine compartment power washed. So he's making a lot of progress on that. So depending on where we're at, I may get to do a little filming there and take some shots and drop it into an episode here so I can keep you updated on that low mileage 66 Belvedere. That's about all I got for you today. I said I just wanted to put out an update and just kind of fill you in on what's been going on. I'm able to walk pretty well again, but even standing here for this little bit doing this video, I can see being on this cement, I'm going to have to be very, very careful. So I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate your concern and your care. Like I said, it's quite humbling how many of you have either texted me or messaged me or emailed or whatever, just checking in to see how things are going. And wow, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I want to give you some good content, and hopefully we'll be doing that soon. But I wanted to give you a little update on the things I've been able to chip away at and just kind of what's going on. Like I said, it drives me nuts that I'm telling you what I plan to be doing and I'm not doing it, but doctor's orders, I got to follow it or it's going to drag out for a lot longer. And I don't want it to drag out as it did last time when I was having problems. So, all right, well, let's wrap this up. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of My Car Shop, and I sure do appreciate you watching. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Thank you guys so much for your concern. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. It's very humbling. So, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would appreciate that. Make sure you hit the bell so you receive those notifications. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook /My Car Shop. You know how it's spelled. I won't insult you by spelling it for you. There's a lot of things that I do post on Instagram and on Facebook that I can't do here. Right now we can't do picture posts and things like that because we don't have the subscribership to be able to do that. Once we get to that point, the things I post on Facebook and on Instagram I will definitely post here. But that's where we're at right now. I appreciate it. We've been getting new subscribers every day for the last couple weeks now, and it's exciting to see. We got a long ways to go, but you guys are doing it. Keep spreading the word. Keep up the good work. Don't forget, we got the My Car Shop hats. They're $25 plus tax and shipping if you want one. If you're local, $25 plus tax, and I'll drop it off to you. A few of you have gotten them, and we have more here now in stock. So if you want some, let me know, and we'll be sure to get them to you. So once again, thanks for watching. Make yourself yourself a great day. And as always, don't forget one more thing. What is it? You tell me. Rock!